Hey, welcome back to the channel for another video. Today I thought we would do a little get ready with me. So yeah, I haven't worn a lot of makeup recently because, you know, my eye problems and allergies, but I thought today we'd do a get ready with me. And I'm going to use some new products that I have and some products that aren't new. And so, you know, if you want to have a little chit chat and see what I'm using, then stay tuned. We're going to get right into it. Say is welcome, and if you're new, welcome, and if returning, welcome back. I'm so happy that you're here, and I hope that you, if you're not subscribed, that by the end of this video you will like what you see and want to go watch some other videos and maybe hit that subscribe button, right? I don't know, we'll see, right? All right, guys, so I have some new products. I have some things that aren't new. So I did the main part of my base because that's not new stuff. But I'm going to tell you what I used real quick. I first used my Ciate London Watermelon Bush Hydrating Primer. I used that. Then for foundation, I used my Makeup Revolution Skin Silk Luminous Serum Foundation in F2. And then I took my Kiso Let Me Glow Serum and I mixed these together and I put it on and I scratched my face right there. So that was my foundation that I used. And for bronzer, I have a new bronzer. I forgot about it. And I put my old bronzer on. So I'll use the new bronzer in another video. But I used my L'Oreal True Match Lumi Bronze It in Light. My tried and true favorite bronzer. But I did get that NYX bronzer that I wanted to try. And then I totally forgot about it. You know, that's me for you, right? All right. So for my concealer, I used my ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Concealer in something fair something or another. I use that. It's pretty light right now, but I'm going to put some powder on in a minute. And hopefully that's going to kind of tone that down a little bit. I think that's all my old stuff. So let's just get in with the new stuff, shall we? Oh, and for my eye primer, I used my Beauty Crop Stuck On You eye primer. Use that. And we're going to put a little bit of powder on. What the heck? All right, so we're going to use this Morphe. I have the Morphe. This is the Jumbo Bacon Set Setting Powder in Brightening Pink. So we're going to use a little bit of this. I don't want to use a lot, but I want to use a little bit. And she's just pink. Got something going on right there, and I don't know what that is. I don't know. So how is everybody doing? How was your weekend? Well, this is Tuesday. We already asked that. So anyway, how's everybody doing? I'm just going to put a little bit of this on. I do not know what that is. All right. We're going to go with that. Some of this back in there. Just use a tiny bit. I did not use much at all. So we use that. I need to clean my desk off again. This is crazy. All right, now we're going to get into the eyes. So for my eye palette today, I have this from Too Faced Maple Syrup Pancakes palette that I picked up recently off of Mercari. And I want to use that. Looks like that. And I love Too Faced palettes. It's one of my favorite. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? That's pretty. It smells kind of like maple syrup. I want to kind of stay with the pinks and purples. Ooh, there's really not a matte in here. Hold on, guys. I went and pulled out my Too Faced white chocolate bar to give me some mattes to use for this look. So we're gonna I'm gonna go back and forth between both palettes. I'm gonna start off with this lavender cake right here. Lavender cake. I'm gonna start off with that. I'm gonna use a fluffy brush, which is just an AOA Studios brush. I'm gonna use that. That's weird. And we're just gonna kind of tap that in. Oh, I like a bigger mirror. We're just gonna kind of tap that in to the crease in the transition. Kind of actually, I think I'm just going to go all over the lid with that one. All right. So, just put that all over. So, what is going on with you guys? Let me know in the comments below. Not a lot going on here. My husband was off for the last couple of weeks, so I didn't do a lot of videos, but you know, he's working, so I do more videos. I don't do a lot of videos when he's home because we spend a lot of time together and, you know, just doing things. And so I don't tend to do as many videos when he's home, but he's working all week. So yeah. So we have, I mean, we've been getting our garden ready, planted some tomatoes and pepper plants over the weekend. Got potatoes ready to go in the ground. I mean, we had that massive rain for what? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, for 5 days straight, 24/7. I mean, not just light rain, but heavy rain. So we had, throwing my brushes around. So we had all that flooding. So we haven't been able to plant our garden. But now it's finally drying out some so we can get it planted. So the potatoes will go in the ground sometime this week in the evening. And hopefully get everything else planted on this coming weekend. All right, so we got that down as a base. Now, I need to darken this up some on the outer right. Color is this? You know, I think I'm going to go in with this Cup of Joe, which is a brown. It's a shimmer, but I'm thinking once you blend it out, it won't be as much of a shimmer. We're going to find out though. I'm going to find a brush. I'm going to use a fluffier brush because I don't want it to be real heavy. I think I'm going to use this one from Luna Magic. We're going to try that one. We're just going to see what that does. Just kind of tap, tap, because I do have the crinkly eyes. And if I go in and start blending first, then it's just going to be patchy. And you know what? That's pretty. Just going to kind of bring it halfway in on the crease, on my, on my crease. I can't even talk. Now we're going to do some blending. Now that doesn't look bad. Maybe just a little bit more here. Okay, I'll put that like that for now. We'll go to the other eye. And I am burning up. blend it now. Of course, my eyes are going to itch and water. Why not? Go back into that purple. Okay, that's not bad. All right, now I think I'm going to, no, I'm not going to cut my crease today, I don't think. I'm going to go in with this Breakfast in Bed right here. Let's put that on my lid. Let's see. So, yeah, so we got gardening, planting. That's basically what we've been doing. What have you guys been up to? Do y'all plant a garden? Or is gardening, or can you even garden in your climate? I don't even know. Let me know in the comments down below. Okay, I'm just going to try this AOA brush. Just see what this looks like. And I'll use a finger. Should have known. Probably should have cut the crease, but anyway, I didn't. Just kind of a little bit of a color. Maybe wet this brush a little bit. Try it that way. A little bit of setting spray. Now let me see what it looks like. Okay, yeah, that's much better. That looks pretty. I like that. Let's do the other side. This is that Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day Peach setting spray, and you can smell the peach. Okay, maybe just a little bit more. Okay, like that. Now I'm going to go in with this Sleeping In, the pink. I'm going to put that on the inner part of the lid there. Get a different brush, smaller brush for that. I'm going to use this AOA brush here. I'm going to spray it. And so we're going to go into that pink. Maybe do the finger, I don't know. Do some blending. Like that, I guess. Doesn't look too bad, does it? I go with that. I'll use my finger though on the other side. do you think? I don't think it looks too bad. Let's see, I kind of want to, maybe not that palette. I think I'm done with the maple syrup palette. I think I'm gonna go back into this white chocolate bar palette from Too Faced, into this pearl candy right here. Or do I want to do the glaze? I'm gonna go into the pearl candy and put a little bit under my brow area, I think. I'm gonna use this fluffy AOA brush. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. Oh, that's pretty. I think that looks pretty. I need to do a little cleanup, don't I? But it's not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right, so this is the main eye. I'm going to go off, though, and I'm going to, because I don't have anything new for brows, I'm going to go put on some brows, and then we'll come back and we'll do some blush, highlighter, lips, mascara. Hang tight. Okay, and this is my finished look. I did go ahead and finish up the look. We'll talk about it, though. But this is what I came up with. Not bad. It's a little bold, though, but not bad. All right, so let's talk about what I did. So when I went offline, I cleaned the eyes up a little bit, finished up with the eyes. I took from the maple syrup palette, I took that Cup of Joe that I used on the outer corner, and I lined my upper lid with that. Did not line my lower lid today, just my upper lid. Then I put the pearl candy that I used under the brow area. I put that in as my inner corner highlight right there. Then I used my KVD full sleeve 2B mascara. Used some of that. I don't have the primer from Real, well, because when my eye got all irritated and everything, I threw it away, and I haven't bought another one yet. So, yeah. But anyway, I did use that. For my brows, I did have this from NYX that I got not that long ago. I don't like it, but I did use it today. It is the NYX Fill and Fluff, and it's in taupe. I think I just need a darker color. That's what I think. Let me see something here. There we go. I think I just need a darker color. But anyway, I did use it. Looks like that. Use that. Then I used the NYX Control Freak Clear Eyebrow Gel. Used a little bit of that. And that is the eyes. I already told you about the base, so we'll just talk about the blush and the highlighter and the lips, and then we'll be done. So for my blush today, I did use a new blush that I have. It is from NYX. It is the NYX Buttermelt Blush, and this one is in Butter Together. Butter Together. She looks like that. I thought that was really pretty, so I used that. Then for my highlighter, I used a little bit too much highlighter, but that's okay. I used from Sydney Grace my Sugar Cookie Cream Highlighter. Used that, which I think is very pretty for the spring and summer. Just used a little much, but that's okay. That's okay. Then for my lips, I lined them with this ColourPop lip liner in, I got my magnifying glass because I know I'm not going to be able to read it without my glasses. In Oh My, that color there. I need a sharpener, but that right there. So I lined my lips with that. Then I used my Revlon, what is this one? This is the Super Lustrous Lipstick in Gentlemen Prefer Pink. I used that on my lips for my lip color. And then after that dried down a little bit, I used my Maybelline Lifter Gloss in 024 bubble gum. I use that on top of that just to give it a little bit of shine. And it gives a tiny little bit of color right there. And voila, that is my lips, and this is my finished look. Let me know in the comments what my hair, guys, is terrible. And I got gray starting to come in. When I turned 60, it just started coming in. Trying to decide what I want to do about it. But anyway, we're not here for that, are we? We're here for this. So this is what my finished look looks like. Let me know down in the comments what you think. I think it turned out really pretty. Yeah, I like it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And as always, thank you for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed it. And I hope that if you're not subscribed, that you would like to watch some more videos and maybe think about subscribing and joining the YouTube family. It would be wonderful if you did. And yeah, so don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Don't forget to comment, and don't forget to give a thumbs up. It really helps the algorithm to push my channel out there. I haven't been getting a lot of those. I don't know. Maybe people don't like what I'm doing. I'm not sure. But anyway, if you don't mind, give the video a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. And share with your friends. And that's all I have for this video. So until I see you in the next video, take care. Bye.